buffer. Why is it keeps showing down the video footage I have? It was 50 minutes, and then I did like a 17-minute video, and then I deleted it fully, and now it's 42. Jocelyn Edwards versus Dumont. I remember hating Edwards because she won this complete and utter robbery, and then she lost twice. I was like, let's go. But then I started kind of like her. She won a really good knockout, and there was this one card that was so bad, and the only good highlight on it was Jocelyn Edwards in her last fight getting a big slam. That was the only good part about it. That one card, the prelims at least. I don't remember what card it was. So, Jocelyn Edwards. You know, Jocelyn Edwards gets that top 3, I think, spot or chance against Dumont. I'm rooting for Dumont. I love Dumont. I was one of the people picking her against Irene Aldana, and I think people were mostly picking Irene Aldana in that fight. I can't remember. Has she fought in since? I don't know. I don't remember if she's fought in since then. Or she might have a fight coming up. I'll check after this fight. Oh, it's close. Polymarket bets 68% on Dumont. Jocelyn Edwards is swinging. No, Edwards was not looking good in her last fight until the second round, where she was able to get the clinch a bit easier. And she ended up getting the slam and then the submission. Should have been stopped with that slam. This chair is doing a lot of creaking, and I don't like it because I don't want to go back to my other chair. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna look at my chair after. Damn, they're swinging. They're swinging. But Damali got the takedown, or is kind of getting it. She might suplex her here, or go for a trip. I don't know. Has it always been creaking like this? I don't know. There's only one thing keeping this thing in place. I want like one screw. I want to place like tape on it. It's not like really bad. What kind of camera angle is that? We're back. I know you could see me before, but over 2 minutes in, Jocelyn Edwards has her against the cage. I am gonna take this off because I can't see like when a big shot lands unless it's like a knockout. Growing facial hair. I could for a while, but I haven't bothered. I don't like it, but I want to see how it looks. She's going deep for this takedown. Oh, she almost gets it, Jocelyn, almost. It's close. She doesn't get it, though. I was thinking, because I have nothing to do all day, I'm bored. I'll just listen to more music. Just put, not like in my headphones or anything, but just chilling, you know? You should have seen that. She grabbed holding her like this, Edwards, and then she like backs up to try to toss her. And Dumont ends up on top. She can just grind out the whole round here. Only one big knockout tonight. Really sucks. I know I'm not watching it, and this is supposed to be a YouTube video that I upload, but it's around nearly 2 minutes of ground control here from Demont and half guard, so it's not much I can do. I'm just boosting my videos on Instagram, or I'm watching them. Go follow my Instagram, James Point MMA. I also uploaded this on the YouTube Shorts. And you got my siege clips. Oh, Jocelyn Edwards reverses position, ends up on top. 25 seconds left. Just my picks. Who's that? Oh, those are my picks. Were they right? I was kind of right. I picked Grant. I picked Spam. Of course, I picked Rodolfo Vieira, right? That was Norma Demont's round. She had more ground control. That doesn't really mean much, but it's women's MMA and nothing else really happened. Ageless Warrior. Yo, Tony has died, bro. Best meme account. On Insta. I'm just watching reels right now. Clavicular. Round number 1. In the books. Oh, I have one reel. Of course. Yeah, round 2 has started. They were swinging before they were on the ground. They were swinging, so this could go very well. This could be a big knockout. A big knockdown, even, from one of them. Leg kick from Demont gets through. It was about a calf kick. I was gonna watch this fight, last fight, and Grant fight with Guru, but on Guru's stream, but it was delayed, so I didn't. And if I know 10 seconds before anything happens, what happens, so I'm not doing that. Good to see the Guru back. I didn't know he was just taking time off. I thought he was gonna be gone forever. Well, I mean, she did really badly hurt, what's her name? Irene Aldana. So, that's pretty lasting, DC. And then she beat Ketlin Vieira, who had a close fight with what's her name? Kayla Harris, a close fight. She won a round. This is a close fight. And Demont's 35, and usually women fighters don't do good in the older age. Except for some, I guess, like Shevchenko is just that rare commodity, where she's just that grizzled vet who's been fighting since, how old? Let me think here. Since she was a teenager, man. She was a kickboxing champ when she was a teenager in the early 2000s. She was a early to mid 2000s. She was, I think, a kickboxing champion. And Ronda Rousey disrespecting her, bro. Ronda Rousey's dumb, bro. You know, calling, I don't know what she said, calling her dissing Shevchenko about being a fighter, but Ronda, you fought the worst of the worst in the worst era of women's fighting. And beat some cans. And then you fought a semi-decent fighter in Holly Holm and you got knocked out And look at what Holly Holm went on a 3-fight losing streak after that fight. You know? Which looks terrible. And then won a fight, and then won another 2 losses. Lost to every good fighter she fought. Lost to Miesha Tate, lost to Germaine de Randamie, lost to Shevchenko, lost to Nunes. God, she lost to Maro Bueno Silva. I think that was turned into a no contest, though. This Netflix card's gonna be alright, I guess. There's some good fighters on it. But, like, I don't get why a lot of these fighters will, like, stick with promotions like the PFL. I guess they know if they're really good in a promotion like that, it's not gonna be as easy, or it's not gonna be as hard as the UFC, because the competition's not gonna be as good. Like Jason Jackson, I'm talking about here. Big body hook from Norman Dumont, but Jason Jackson, that guy could be a UFC fighter. That guy beat that 29-1 Ukrainian dude. He's the only person to beat him. He's that guy who just submitted Neil Magny. Only person to beat him. And he could have been in the UFC, but it's a lot easier for him to be facing people in the PFL, you know, and not these guys like Sarukian and Oliveira. That's why they stay in those promotions. Good hook from Edwards. What's her name? Yeah, Edwards. What? Edwards is a fighter. Thanks, DC. Should I start uploading on TikTok? I was gonna go live on TikTok. Glad I didn't though. I'm glad I'm pumping out YouTube videos. What is this, round 2? Oh god. 12 minutes of footage. If it doesn't give me my full footage back, I won't be able to do the full fight of Aljo Zalal unless it goes to a decision. Could have been Damont's round. Who knows? Could be 2-0, could be 1-1. Round 3 is coming up in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see this. I'm just going to watch it on the screen. So, you know, I have a laptop there, TV there. Jocelyn Edwards. Edwards is swinging here. They're both swinging. Do you think they're just going to go after it this round? Who knows? Ooh. Ooh. Edwards is really on the pressure this round. This could be her round. Huh. 19 people are rating it. Dumont could have waited out for a title shot, but she's making a close fight with Jocelyn Edwards. She could be risking her title shot here. Or this is risking her title shot right here. Fighting number 11. She is losing this round. She needs to get a takedown and do some work with it. Or land a big shot of her own. I'd give her the round then. She was able to land a big shot and make it close from there on. This card has been pretty mediocre though. I'm not expecting Aljo Zalal to be some crazy barn burner either, so. Ooh. Oh, they're swinging. Or Jocelyn Edwards is throwing. Big hook, 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 jab. She's going to clinch. Who knows what they gave that last round, so... She's going for the double like Jocelyn Edwards is. Let's see, Cedricus Dumas' story. Ooh, Cedric Dumas says he's going to 170. He's pretty tall. You think he can make 170 at his height? Not even just accounting for the weight. Yeah, title shots. It's like Jocelyn Edwards could be fighting for the title. She probably will be after Nunes. She'll probably be fighting for a vacant one because Kayla Harrison said she fights Nunes. And Nunes will retire, probably, with a win. I want to see Nunes Shevchenko 3. You know, that's why I wish that fight happened, so that if Nunes beat Kayla Harrison that time when the fight was supposed to happen, they could have done Shevchenko coming up for a second belt. That could have been a good fight. Especially because both are still so good somehow at their age. 37 both, I think. Who knows who won this one? This is close. Jocelyn Edwards' third round, but we'll see how the judges scored this. We'll see how they scored this. New episodes every Monday. No one's watching that. Could be split. Could be Jocelyn's. I think it probably is Jocelyn's.
How do the judges have this one? Let's find out. Here's Bruce. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest.
Oh.
29-28.
Jocelyn Edwards.
27 for the winner by unanimous decision.
Wow. She is like confused out of her mind that she lost that fight. She's hands in the air like this. But no, she's getting the title shot next, I think, after for probably a vacant title. Good job, Jocelyn Edwards.